This is James Holder for IFL TV in association with Mackley's Gym Marbella. We're in the City Academy in Bristol. With me, I've got head trainer Peter Fury. How you doing, Pete? You all right?
Yeah, very good.
Good. I'd like to talk to you a little bit now. We're getting closer and closer, 2 weeks away from Tyson Fury's big moment as he takes on Vladimir Klitschko in Dusseldorf to become the world champion in the heavyweight division. How has his camp been so far from your point of view?
He's had an horrendous camp. He's had camps where he's been sparring and he can't put his hands up and go any further. He's gone through hell and back. But look at the shape he's in. He's had a 4.5, nearly 5 month camp. He's done endless rounds. He's got the skill set, what I need him to do. He's been honing that. It's been a difficult situation. Like I said, he's gone through turmoil. So what he's doing now, he's at home. He's got total bed rest. He's filling his body back up to peak on the night. So I'm expecting to see the best Tyson Fury of his whole career.
I want to ask you a little bit about some of your comments on social media, if that's all right, Peter. You seem like, from what I was gathering, that sort of the outside boxing world, not just in England but even in America, seem to be predicting Tyson Fury won't be victorious and seem, not more than that, to be against him a little bit in your own words. Could you elaborate on that a little bit for me, please?
Listen, boxing, 9 times out of 10, are full of pricks. You want it straight from me. That's what they are. The backbiting bastards. Because what they'll do, that's why Adam and Eve turned into snakes. Because they was deceitful, so he made the snake bite the backbiter, the heels, and that's what we've got here, a lot of them. So basically, I'm not interested in their opinion. Their opinion don't mean squat to me. I'm interested in Tyson proving the world what he's about, a world level athlete. And I believe strongly in him. He's my nephew, and look, win, lose or draw, I will be proud of him. He's loved beyond anything in the world. It's my family at the end of the day. So whatever he does, I am very proud of him to get where he's at now. Saying that, do I believe he'll win? I believe we're looking at the new heavyweight champion of the world. Are you looking at it on his past performances? No, he needs more than that. That's why his back's been broken in 4.5 months. Yeah, he's had to go through hell, believe me. And I think he's more than ready for Vladimir Klitschko, because he needs to be. Because Vladimir is not a 12-year champion for nothing. But we've got the antidote for Klitschko. Tyson needs to apply it on the night. He'll be full of beans, and you are going to see a special Tyson Fury. And people's going to say, wow, what's just happened there? Because I think Tyson, on his night, will do a comfortable job. I've paid my dues, and that's it. It's not about me anymore, it's about my kids. So that's it. When they do well, I'm very happy. So all of my misdemeanors, all the shit I've had to go through in my life, I'm trying to put it into my family, give it back to my own that respect me and love me like I love them. That's why I've sacked everybody else in the gym. I've got my blood, who I'll die for, and they will die for me. That's it. We lost my brother. My heart's gone. I'm a shell because he's gone. So that's where we are. So I can't say any more than that. We do the best we can. But like I said, I'm only interested in Tyson, Huey. That's it. I'm just going to see the end of their careers through if I live that long.
Glad you're feeling in an optimistic mood, Peter. I've got to say.
That's what it is, isn't it? We've gone through an hard camp, at the end of the day. So it's what it is. And I see all these backbiting people. My opinion.
How many members of the team will be travelling over to Germany with you?
I think every travelling man, every gypsy man, every decent person as well will travel over there. I think Tyson's got a ton of support. That we come from fighting families, and I think he will have a lot of support, Tyson, and it's good. But let's just say there was no support. Tyson would be going over there to do the job anyway. But we are very grateful for the support. The fans speak to me, speak to the people. Look, I love nice people. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's not about everyone. It's about giving the public the kind of fights they want to see. It's giving them entertainment. We don't want bore fest, do we? We want good quality fights. We're all sportsmen. And this is a sport. So we want the best of it. So I just want both men to do as best as they can. I can't say to you Tyson's going to annihilate Klitschko and be like a mug. I'm not going to say that. Klitschko is a phenomenal heavyweight champion of the world. He's to be admired, and he will go down in the history books. The man is a legend for what he's done and achieved. And if other people can follow after him, great. I respect their team, all of them. I think they've been great ambassadors for the sport, and people can only dream to live up and accomplish what they have achieved as a family. But that's my ambition, where we're aiming. Everybody's got to come to an end sometime, and please God, it's Tyson's time. But if it isn't, it isn't. This fight can go either way. But there's one thing for sure: Tyson's as ready as he's ever going to be in his life, and if he's going to win, now's the time. So that's where it is.
Last question on his aspirations to become Mayor of Morecambe. I don't know if this was something he got in his head as a fad and he sort of continued it and had a laugh with it, or he's genuinely interested to use his fame as a sort of political springboard, if you like. What's your take on it?
Well, my take is this, it's whatever comes into his moment at the time. Tyson's a scatty character in his mind, but let me tell you, it takes somebody like this, to be an elite fighter. He's so all over the place, and you don't know what's coming next. I know what's coming next. I can read him like a book. He knows me inside out and I know him. We live together all the time in boxing. So like I said, but I just let him run with it, because why not? It's all experience for him. He's learning. He's gone back to the Bible. He does believe in God ultimately. Tyson's a good man. He's a good-hearted, good individual. That's not just me saying that. He is. Everything about Tyson Fury is good. Just because he's outspoken and he says this or says that, and he isn't a dummy with a turnkey in his back, like we see today. Let the fighters be what they are. Be your own personality. It's like my son. He's a very, very nice kid, but that's him anyway. That's his personality. I don't say to him, Huey, to sell tickets, go and copy Tyson and do that. Be your own man, son. That's what you got to be. Tyson's his own man. I'd never say to my nephew, listen, I'll say sometimes, I'll say, listen, you're effing and blinding a bit much. Turn it in, you know what I mean? But is he going to listen to me? Like he said, he's 27, he's his own man. Let him do what he wants. We could have a new era in heavyweight boxing. I can't wait.
Did you watch the behind the gloves of Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko?
I did, and they cut some out. I seen somebody sent me on Twitter this morning. I had a look at it, and what do I think of it? I think they cut the part out just after the sauna scenario. Yeah. And the bits that they cut out was Tyson asked Klitschko about Chisora, and said, "Well, you jacked out of that fight." So I was in your camp at the time. He was having problems. Emmanuel Stewart called Tyson up to his room, and Tyson was talking this through with Vladimir. And then Vladimir responded and said, "I don't remember none of this. That never happened." Tyson said, "Hang on a minute. You wasn't training for Chisora. You didn't cancel the fight with Chisora, no?" "No, I don't remember this." So I was a little bit surprised at that, and I thought he rocked Vladimir in that round the table. So much so, whatever happened the next day, Vladimir cancelled that fight. But that was cut out on Sky. So I'm filling in what's been edited. As I do.
Anything else cut out you want to let us know about?
Well, this is it, they'll put what they want to see. I'll tell you now, I was a little bit disappointed with Johnny Nelson, because Tyson said to him, "Can you look, you're 40, Johnny, can you do the same as what you can do now, what you did as a young man?" And Johnny turned around with a bizarre, stupid comment and went, "Yeah. Well, I can tell you, when I was 26, 27, I had an 8-pack and I could run up and down there and jump over anything. Yeah. Now, I'd need a parachute to get over there, because you can't stop age." Yeah. Johnny knows that. Johnny's a top guy, by the way, but it's just what he said, really. He should have just spoke the truth.
Just to play devil's advocate here, Johnny Nelson is 40. Yes, but he is super fit. Listen, he wanted to challenge Marco Huck last year. I know he did. So he's got to be in sort of reasonable shape, you know what I mean?
He's in phenomenal shape, and I've always supported Johnny, and I still do. He's a very close friend of a good friend of mine. I'm just saying, he never really thought about what he said there, because that's not true what Johnny said. Because if it is true, he'd have fought Marco Huck, wouldn't he? Yeah. Because I can tell you now, Johnny Nelson, a young man, would have probably beat Marco Huck. I'll tell you that now. He has sublime boxing skills. So that's the difference, and that's my point. When he was boxing, it's a different story to what it is today. Your mind might be willing, but mind you, he probably thought he could in his mind, so he's answered it as he sees it. Yeah, that's in my opinion, though, he could have just answered it as what it is.
Best comparison I can think of is My nan in her like late 60s would watch the old girls going bingo. She'd be like, they're all them old girls going bingo, look at them, blah blah blah. Oh, Nan, you're the same age as them. But in her head, she didn't feel 67 and she wouldn't go to the bingo because it was for the old girls. So sort of case by case scenario, isn't it?
Well, I'm 47 and I feel 67, so tell me about it. It's all the stress, isn't it? You know, stress, life. I wake up some morning and think to myself, you know, what am I doing here? You know,
what you got to be stressed about though? You got a top team, you got a loving family, you got God's love. What you got to worry about here?
You know what? We all stress, don't we, in our own way. Life's not perfect for anybody, and you know, there's a lot of tall things, there's a lot of tall orders, but we do it and get on with it. But you're absolutely right. Family is paramount. As long as your family's all right, that's
right.
it. You don't need anything else, do you?
That's right. On that note, I wish the Fury family much success on November the 28th. Regardless of what you think, there are some people behind you, and that's us lot. So we'll be there hopefully to catch and document it.
You are lovely. You and Coogan, lovely people. You've always been right with me, especially yourself. I class you as a friend, and that's it. I'm not a backbiting prick like most of them. You know, we're proper people, and we're straight people as well.
Yeah.
When you have a deal with me, you have a deal. It's straight down the line. Anybody who says it's not, all backbiting behind scenes. That's what I hear, that's what I see. All clowns. Some people you can rip, some lemons you can squeeze, but there's no lemons here. And on that note, we're done.